That's quite interesting topic because more and more companies not only take China as a big market, actually they will take China as an innovation field to test a lot of new technology, the new business model, and the new partnership. How about HARMAN's experience in this field?
Well, of course, that's a really good question. But if you look at China, of course, everybody being really pushed to go that way. And like or not, you have to do that because there's so heavy competition. The end customer, they are so demanding.
Yeah.
So you have to really running fast, innovate a lot of new things. And this is obviously right now require everybody, whatever the global guy or local guy in China market, really think differently and how to match with that demand, the market demand, and to move really fast. So HARMAN, we're doing the same thing because right now we have a pretty good business space in China already, and we also have a really good team here. We have the ambition, we want to continue grow our business in China and provide the best product services to the market. So we also need to do that, and we're also in the learning because the market is changing so radically fast every year. So we continue to adjust how we work together and how we move in that way. So in fact, this is also now triggered the whole global organization really fit into that trend. Because right now, for all the new technology, new product, it will not just be a single China development show. China is not isolated from the global R&D network. There are a lot of technology. In fact, it's a global technology, so you have to access globally. This will drive the China team moving faster, then also will drive our global team moving much faster.
Yeah, more and more OEMs actually are eager to go abroad, right? Not only sell car globally, but to build the ecosystem overseas. How can HARMAN help them to realize that?
I mean, the good news is we are for many years, many decades even in these markets. So we know the standards you got to comply to for certification. We understand what are the end customers in detail expect from a car regarding applications. And we can provide this insight. We can be a good partner. Some things are also very different. If you think about cloud-based ecosystems, in China different from rest of the world, so you need to adapt the car in certain, like an app store or so, that looks typically different for example, in Europe. And we can provide these solutions. We have these solutions, we know how to implement them, and we are a trusted partner here for our customers in China. And we can be also a trusted partner in helping to bring their vehicle into a different market and make it really perfectly adapted to this market. And so this is our global approach, and we see that, but still it has to go with China pace. It can't go slower, and we are helping in this speed to also fit into different markets.
Yeah. Will that be a good news for you to do business in China?
Oh, of course. That's in fact a part of our strategy for our China market. We do see that, for example, last year, China already became the #1 export country in the world. So that's definitely give us a very good opportunity for HARMAN to help the Chinese local OEM go to overseas market. We do have the global R&D, global manufacturing, global network. We understand the global market. We also have all those good technology ecosystem for our local customer going to the overseas market. So we've been prepared. We have the product ready, and of course our people also ready to help our local OEM go to overseas market.
Okay, we already know since last year there is a price war. Continues in automotive industry here because of the fierce competition as the end market. So from supply chain, do you have such kind of pressure to reduce your cost continually?
Of course, in China market, that's our daily life, right?
Daily life, okay.
Yeah, every year.
Not easy life, right?
It's not easy, but that's okay, we can handle. Because in fact, for HARMAN, we don't want to compete just by price. Yeah, we have our unique technology value. Wanted to do innovation, wanted to provide more value just other than some cheaper products for our customers. And we believe such kind of value proposition is well recognized by our customer. And with the customer also who wanted to offer the best product services to our end customer, then we will have a good batch and we will do the business together, we'll grow together. So all those kind of really bad competition just focus on cost, on price, is not going to motivate the continued innovation, continue the new experience, those kind of things. It just become a price war, then definitely is not the game we wanted to play.
Okay.
Yeah?
But of course, we're doing our homework. I mean, it's our duty to be competitive, and we take this very serious. So a constant work on cost optimization, applying new methodologies in manufacturing. I mean, you know, we have a very strong manufacturing footprint here in China as well, and a very strong supply base as well, which is very powerful. And of course, we are constantly improving on this side, and many innovations are also cost innovations. As I said earlier, some of the display technology we are offering are actually the same high standard but significantly cheaper. So innovation is also something to support this trend. I mean, the competition is really fierce and we got to do our homework. This is, but I mean, to automotive guys, this is not really news. It's a little bit more intense maybe at the moment, but this is a well-oiled machine we have.
Which one is more important, the market share or the benefits?
I know I have a very clear answer.
Okay.
Our mission is to help in the transformation of this automotive industry. So the challenge to bring this industry into a different world is it's such a complex task where many companies have to work together in a different way, that this transformative task, of course, while making money, I mean, this is standard, is actually our mission. It might sound strange, but we have just, if I think about the last 3-4 months, we have declined businesses. We've not taken on businesses, even though with decent profitability, because we said we want to concentrate on our key purpose. And so the answer is we take on good business where we really feel that we can also deliver the value. And if we typically deliver the value, there is also profitability. And we are eager to push the limits of this industry in terms of speed or customer experience or consumer experience. And that is our criteria. We are not in a hurry.
It's very clear.
We are not in a hurry. We want to build a decent business.
Another phenomenon here is that some of the OEMs actually they want to do their self R&D. We used to have a very clear line of the labor division, but now it's not so clear. So how to balance that?
Well, I mean, this is not new, right? So we see a lot of OEM customers really started such kind of thing for quite some time already. So we're always learning that model and also talk with our customer, how do we have the best value match together? So our customer definitely, even they have a strong eager trying to do something in-house, but they cannot cover everything. We have our unique value, particular technology, component, and also we are doing a lot of innovation, trying to provide more component level technology or product. So we always can find the best match point. So we can bring value to our customer. Our customer also can take what we can deliver and we can form a win-win situation, eventually can deliver the good product to the market. So I don't see that as a conflict, but this provides more opportunity to think about how do we better collaborate each other.
If you have a very static organization which wants to preserve the past, this gets problematic. Because you have the fear to lose, you have the fear that something goes away. But actually, we are looking at it a little bit differently. We are saying, okay, in this change, there's a massive opportunity. So does it change the way we have been working? Yeah, absolutely. 3 years ago, we said the way we have been working the last 15 years is over. Let's have this as a starting point of our discussion. Forget about the past not forget about the competences and the assets, of course we have, but the way we work and the role, let's simply forget about for a while, and let's think about what does this industry really need. And by the way, this is not stable. So we saw the pendulum swing very much to strong verticalization in many OEMs, so doing everything in-house. A few are successful with this, not all. You see the pendulum swinging back a little bit. I think there is a common understanding, wow, this is a big challenge, so we need the best people on board. And if this was maybe a supplier, or if this is HARMAN, we are very open to adapt to this new reality.
We noticed that the artificial intelligence develops so fast. It tries to enter every industry to find the final implementation. So how about the AI application in automotive industry from HARMAN aspects?
I think first of all, AI has a very practical use in many of our business processes because there are many things you can do much more efficient within a company. So this is, for example, in the field of manufacturing, you can be much more productive. So very practical use to make this company more competitive. If you think more about the product side, we are using this in, for example, I mentioned this earlier, in reading the cognitive load of the driver, for example. There we are using it extensively. If we would orchestrate very complex content based on the contextual situation, then you would use AI for that. Or we are using AI for this actually, and we have some other areas I can't speak about where we are using it. Plus, let me say one word. On the hype curve, this topic is also very much close to the peak at the moment, I believe. So it's everybody talks about it, and large language models in the cars and so on. Technically, feasibility still has to be proven in the one or other case. So give it maybe 12 months. 12 months? To see how we discuss it maybe in Shanghai again, and whether it all has really developed the way it is discussed at the moment. It has an opportunity to of course change the interface to the car, this is clear, but let's wait a little bit to see how it really develops and what really the outcome of that is, and then it will have a massive impact, this is clear, but maybe not as fast and as dramatic as it is discussed at the moment.
So we still have to find a way to make it more clear.
Yeah, I mean, like with everything, you had this enormously large dream that cars would go autonomous and drive alone, level 4 or 5. I think everybody sooner or later came to the conclusion it's maybe overstated. There is a long debate about level 3 automation. Does this really pay off? Or is level 2 plus maybe good enough for this, what the world needs at the moment? So like many topics, they develop, they come down, and then they find their way. And so I don't want to downplay it, but at the moment it's for sure overhyped to our point of view.
Okay. Referring to China market, is there any features for the Chinese consumers, especially in the cockpit, and how to meet their demands?
Well, China is a very advanced market for digital cockpit. Just again, it's driven by all those consumer experiences they already got from mobile. So I think a lot of very popular features is really about the ecosystem. Right? So how do you put the latest ecosystem in, and how do you make the user experience for car be flawlessly? Because either in the car or in the phone, the application, it may be the same application, but the user experience could be very different. So HARMAN do have a very unique technology. How do we handle that? We build a very good tool chain, so we can focus on the user experience, customization, or adaptation for the market. So the fundamental software is already built in. We integrate all those popular ecosystems. You continue to do iteration and add more. But the more important is we have a tool chain to avoid the multiple development of the whole software, but we use tool chain to tune, to try, and to adapt the user experience to the best use case. So HARMAN continues to do this. We are very different than other company. We're not just focused on one-time development, but we focus on upgradability, customization possibility, and also how to use the tool chain to improve the efficiency. So we do have our own answer to such kind of market challenge.
If you can meet the most demands of the Chinese consumers, it's a high probability that you can meet the other demands in other countries, right?
Yeah, and here I think you have different ecosystems. You would have in China maybe a different ecosystems than you would have it abroad. But the principle is the same. Yeah, and I think there are many automakers also focusing on how can I make this thing a continuously evolving product. So in terms of upgradability, as we said, new features, new apps. And also these things are not only the things you know from the smartphone. For example, also the car audio world can evolve by software over the vehicle life.
Yes.
We have, just as an example, we have a product which we call virtual venue. So we simulate in the car the sound of the big concert halls of the world. So Scala, this famous opera from Milano, in Italy, we emulate the sound, the sound of the building, and then whatever music you listen to is like it would have been played in this opera house and Boston Symphony Hall. So there are many things where you also can trigger a constant stream of interest, where maybe customers are ready to buy for, pay for, buy it, purchase it, subscribe to something like this. So we are also in this corner underway, because at the end, it is also part of the future revenue streams of vehicles.
How do you evaluate the performance of HARMAN Automotive business unit in the last year, also especially in China?
I think we have grown last year around the globe in a significant way. And another indicator which I would consider even more important is first of all, what is the feedback we get from our customers? So what was the result of Beijing, of Shanghai? What was the result of CES this year? And there we feel very well, because customers very much like the way we think. And of course, and that is then the practical end to it, we have a new order intake in all-time high, and multiple times more than we had earlier. So that is some kind of indicator that customers like us and our products. And then here in China, maybe you can add to it. It looks very much like on the global scale, right?
Yeah, in fact, we did a fantastic job for HARMAN Automotive in last year, not just for global, but also for China. We keep the very strong growth in China market, and we expanded to more customer base and more product portfolio. Just as a reference, so last year, in fact, was the HARMAN Automotive record high in our history, our automotive business in China.
Well done.
Yeah, but of course that's really depends on all the global HARMAN really support and all the hard work, the entire team, the global team, China team locally. We continue this trend, and in fact, if we foresee next few years, we will continue keep the high speed growth, and we will continue to deliver good business results. So I would say it was a great year in last year, and we will continue for sure.
Okay. So anything you want to speak to your customer here?
I think our customers are a very cool partners, because to go with them through this challenge, through this transformation, is for us a super inspiring situation. It's not always easy, I know. I think everybody in the industry is struggling to find the new way of working, and we are very, very thankful for the great support and the great openness we get from our customers, for the many challenges we get, of course, from them. This is a part of the game, right? But I would say almost 99% treat us in a very professional, very fair way. And then going together through such a transformation is maybe hard, it's maybe challenging, But if you feel that you have a true partner on the other side who understood that this thing we only can do together, this is also encouraging somehow, and I would like to thank our partners and our customers for this, as I would also like to thank our partners in the sense of the supply side, because there we have actually the same amount or even more, many more partners with HARMAN. And last but not least, I would say the customers feel that our team is super engaged, super passionate about what we do, and all our people are treated with a lot of respect, because everybody feels the passion this team has here in China, the great team, but also the global team. And this is simply good to see. This is then people work with people with a lot of respect in trying to solve a complex equation, and with a lot of success on the way. And sometimes, of course, things go wrong, so then we have to stand up again and work harder, or smarter. And this is it's a good feeling.
Good feeling. Yeah. Do you have anything to add?
Well, I mean, like Christian said, so we always take our customer as a partner. And in fact, we are not just fighting only on the industry challenge. We have the same challenge in front of us. So we definitely wanted to work with customers like partner. And we facing the common challenge, we have the same goal. And then we can really resolve the problem in our industry. So it's no longer a traditional supplier-customer relationship. It's become a long-term partnership relationship.
Yeah. Win-win is the best strategy for partnership.
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Okay, thank you for your time.
Yeah, thank you very much. Great talking to you.
Thank you. 谢谢。谢谢。